A, Unit 4, final review for final assessment attempt. So A, the bottom one, he's fine. How you put them in the calculator, if you didn't do this already, put a parenthesis around the 2/5, and that, I think it might matter when you punch into your calculator. The other part is going to be, here I need to solve this one for y, so I'm going to write it down here. First, let me do it like this. The 2x I'm going to drop on the other side. That's the first one with this. So on your test, if you solve them, I almost want to give you some partial credit. And at this point, Brian, you can hang in, or if you want to slip out, you can. This is the old stuff. Let's see. Plus 2x. Take a look at that, see if you're confused by that. This piece is not hard, but like half of the test is this. Unit 9, Unit 10, 9, first assessment, second assessment. All right. I'll see if I can find a moment. When they start testing, so you can hang on, it's going to be 15 minutes. Or if there's a key place where I can start looking. I have to take it out from somewhere to have you start looking through it. So yeah, so hold for a moment. Next step. We got to get rid of the 5 or the y, no big deal. Now, some people did this individual thing. When you check your thing again, if you did this individual thing, it's not illegal, but it can mess you up and mess somebody up. So here it comes. I'm going to divide the 5. On this side, since I'm using a calculator, I just put it under the whole thing. I'm left with y. Because the top has 2 pieces, just so you can remember with your calculator, parentheses which you need 5. Pause there, write that down. So punch in your calculator the 2 equations that have the arrow. The partners are 8, 2, 2, 4. So you're just rewriting stuff that's there. You're not becoming extra smart. You're just writing what you have there. The second table is the same x's. And the otherwise. Oh, but they're going to be exactly the same. Whatever, you still write it twice. -1, 0, 1, y2. The reason there's a 2 on that y is to differentiate it, or to show that it's different than y1. It's like twins, identical twins. They're crazy. Their parents told them to dress alike so that way the rest of us can't identify. How do you know it's infinite? Because all the answers match. On the test, they'll have a version where they all match, where only one matches, and where none of them match. How do I get a picture of the 2 little tables? I'm going to draw a little thing myself up here. Fine. How big are the numbers? A 1 and an 8, a 0 and a 2. Oh, it's the same picture. All right, fine, so do it. Hey, Thomas, how do you graph off of this little picture? You take 2 of the dots. You don't need 3. 0, 2. 0, 2 is a 0 on the x, but a 2 on the y. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 0, 2. I put a dot there at 0, 2. And then I put another dot at -1, 8. If you already know this, yeah, well, sorry. -1 and 8. -1. And I label it like this because I'm a math dude, and you can be a math person too. You connect the dots, you go through it, and put an arrow. You're a winner. You're a superstar. It's got to be easy. Whoever your math teacher is has got to be like, dang, super. But then again, this is from algebra, and you learned this like 7th grade, so. Pause. I'll record this. I'm not saying it's cool that she might wait till the very end. I'm all like, wagga, wagga, wagga. I'm all like, tabling, graph. And she's like, yeah, these ones roll. Yeah, I'm like, well, wait till we finish. Yeah, everything you just wrote, erase it and redo it. I'm not saying that's not cool, but here's what I am saying. I'm not changing it. Ooh, good. Which is my point. So I'm glad it happened now. Let's imagine you did all of this wagga stuff. Here's what I know. Yeah, you made a mistake, but you knew what you were looking for. You knew this was the answer, they matched. You knew how to turn it into 2 separate tables. And on your 2 separate tables, you knew how to take 2 of the points and connect the dots. Hey, would I give you credit if you mess up like this? I would actually give you full credit. Not because you got it wrong, but obviously you're going to make a mistake. But if you didn't know how to get the two tables, okay. Or even if you got the right answers here, but you can do two tables, I will give you credit. All right. Thanks, Jasmine. You'll then have to divide everybody by -1. Two x. And then you just do the same thing, y equals all of this stuff. Parentheses are on the top, that's my negative number.
We do it to the top one.
Yeah, only to the point that you just move it over. In other words, once 4 goes to the other side, and it's 8 minus 4x, then he's ready to go, because it's just y equals. You need to do whatever it takes to get a y equals. And sometimes I'll just make it that way. I think one of the problems, I already have y equals whatever. And if it's already y equals, then you're done, just punch it in. Because on 13 it's just a greater than or less than, this first table with the 3 pieces, we won't look for where it matches. It won't. We'll use this just to get 2 smaller tables. There's 2 smaller tables that you need, which is why maybe some people didn't do it. This B. There comes B. You write the problem twice. Here comes x plus 6 is greater than 38. X plus 6 and at negative 38. And you have to switch it. Some people only did it once. I tried to give them the credit, but
Wait, you already graded?
I looked through it. 2 people I graded theirs. And then you do the work. X is greater than, what is this, something 32. And this guy is less than negative 38, negative that, negative 44. Is this one already written on you all? On the paper, you could just we wrote it. Yeah. You already did with us, or 2 minutes? Take 2 minutes to get a big table and then 2 smaller tables. My hint is you don't need to find where the x has 2 partners. What I'm going to say for these, find the on the table where 0 is the middle one, 0 and his partners, 1 and -1. Find those 3. Down here, if it's possible, let me see if I get low enough for the guy below. He's ugly, but it's calculated, so it doesn't matter. Same thing on this guy here. You're going to punch in the y equals. Can I do all 4 of them? I don't know what to say for them. No, we'll save this one until this one is done. So do the one above, do 12. 12, just punch it. All right, and then someone will check you on your table. But here's what I need. I need a x, a y1, y2. Now, obviously, this looks just like what we just did, but there's more to it. This allows me to give you some points. Eventually, down here on this one, I'm going to do x. I don't know what's going to happen on this one because of the exponent. I know it's a parabola. We did those things, removing it to the right 3 and up 6, and it's going to be facing down on this bottom one. All right. I hope they have a 0 and oops, +1 can undo you or yeah. Oh, that's okay. Fine. I'll just erase it. 1 and -1. 1, -1. 1, -1. All right. For those who want to know the plan, I'll tell you about it. I got 5 years to do it, but I'm trying to do as much as I can right now. All right. Hey, someone who thinks their answer is real, tell me what goes on the 0 row.
Two.
-6. All right, give me that. The 1 row.
2.75.
And I'll go 275 and who -7? And the -1 row.
$1.25.
$1.25 and a $5. All right. So what you need on these is you need the 2 tables.
Oh, yeah, that's
All right, so I need to put. Can I
Put the negative one up. It's supposed to be on top.
yeah, can I just fix it like that instead of rewriting? Sorry. All right. Down here, I'm having the other order, but don't worry about down here. The process, we got 6 to 7 minutes. So hopefully this part isn't hard, but this is an answer. We need the 2 smaller tables because we have to draw the lines. We need 2 lines. Once we get the lines, we'll color them where we color them, and voila, you win the game. I don't know if this feels easy or what it feels like. Here we go. So what do I need? I'm gonna just put 2 dots. I'm gonna put the 0 and the 1. Nobody do the positives, but it could be. You could do either one. I'll do 0s and the 1. All right, X, Y, 0, and his partner, which is a 2. Oh, this is the Y1, and the -1. Sure, -1. You can be in this game. $2.75. If they're decimals, think money. Over here, X and Y2. X and Y2, where are you? X and Y2. You are still I'll do 0 and a -6. And since I did the -1, I'll do -1 again. Fine, -1 and a 7. You don't have to write the coordinates right now if you don't want to. I'll put them 0 and a 2. -1 and $2.75, but -1 and 275. Really? Why not just be 3? Fine. What do I got here? -1 and a 275. I'll put a 2 like that. Connect the dots. Now on this one, this is you might have to put a Y1 and Y2 on your thing to remember who's who, because we have to know who to shade.
Wait, what's up?
What's what? This is supposed to be a -1. It's this thing here.
Oh.
I just couldn't write it in. Maybe I should for clarity, just in case the student sees it later on, and they're like, "Whoa, where'd you get that?" This is a -1, 2.75. All right, I'm gonna connect the dots. The reason I need to do that, this one is going to be a solid line. All right, am I giving you points off of this? I don't want to draw the picture. Yeah, I'm giving you points off of this thing here. But the pictures, it comes off of this, just putting the dots, connect them. This one, the line's going to be dotted. How do you know it's dotted? Solid line for the greater than or equal to dotted here. We're down to our last 4 minutes. All right, put it in a color and then try to start the second one and then let it go. Second line is a 0 and a 6, 0 and a 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, 6. And his partner is -1 and a 7, -1 and a -7, -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, -1, -7. If I had a ruler, I would connect these dots. If there are 4 points, you've gotten 3 out of 4 without shading. Technically, shading is the correct answer, and by the way, my line is incorrect. It should be a dotted line. How can I do that? Can I erase a piece of it? Will I erase the whole thing, or how will you erase? Can I? Nope, the whole thing. If you put a solid line at this stage, because I haven't focused on it super a lot, I would still give you credit, even though it's supposed to be a dotted line. I would still give you credit. All right, here it comes. How do I get the last part? I got a shade. All the numbers, all the numbers that are greater than this line, this original line, all the numbers that are bigger than that, greater than, are everybody above the solid line. Its friends over here, everybody above that dotted line. Above is, if it's a straight up and down, it's to the right of it. At least I'm gonna make it to the right. Zank, 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 zank. Now it gets confusing. It's just wondering 2 out of 4 points. Hey, tell Tom, so what's the answer? The answer fishy is where they overlap. You see how these two lines touch each other above you and his friend here. It's a terrible picture. I wish I had a highlighter that I could just highlight inside of it. Yeah. You ask for it, sometimes it'll give it to you. So if you have a highlighter on your test when it's time to mark it, you could do it. Of course, if you're wrong, you'll never be able to fix it. Pause. Here's it. I'll need your help to get the tables. Someone get the tables on this. Oh, y equals 1. It's crazy. It's called a constant equation. In other words, you're going to put the 0, the 1, and that. But for this one, it's only going to give you a 1. It's called a constant equation. That is, when x is 0, y is 1. When x is 10, y is 1. This says y is always 1. So this friend over here. The only reason I'm doing this one is because of this squared and because on the test I just don't want everybody to miss it. All right, here it comes, here it comes. All right, so fortunately, since I'm semi-smart, I know that on the first one, it's going to be 1, and in your calculator, you'll still be 1s all the way down. The second guy, I have no idea. I don't know what it's going to be. 1 and a 0. Anybody know what 1 is on the second guy? Negative, close parenthesis, x minus 3, raise it to the power, right arrow on the gray to get you back down to the plus 6. I better do that. All right. Oh, that still doesn't help. You know what? You do 2 tables. I'm gonna look out for you. Because while it's true, this first guy is when 1 and 1, 0 and 1. We're just going to make a straight line when you connect the dots. This is y greater than 1. His friend over here, if I put in these 2 dots, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 0, negative 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Here's what this picture looks like. If I just connected the 2 dots, but because of this, it can't be that. It has to be something like, it's a negative. I don't even know what that picture looks like. It probably looks something like this. Oh, it does look like that. And right inside here is where we're going to color it. All right, so what am I going to say? Do it like 2 dots. Unless you have the skill set to do this thing here and the colors that are less than, and then here. If you can do it, do it. Otherwise, just do these 2 dots. Make them just these straight lines. This guy is greater than. This guy is less than. Where do they crisscross? Right here. This is a fake answer, but it's an answer that most of the time will get you what you need. All right. There are 2 minutes. Here's what you can do for 2 minutes. You're going to look at anything that was said and done. The most important part, can I do y equals in my calculator? If I can get that, if I can get this and the 2 houses, then you get 3 out of every 4 points that are on the test. That looks like this. All right, good work. Relatively speaking.
Could I just
Yeah, what you're gonna do is you put all your stuff together. Do you have all your stuff? Yeah, so you can do all that regular stuff and that's it. I'm gonna get one for you. All right, in 2 minutes, we're gonna pass back the test. And look and see what's happening there. And then if you have all your stuff, you have everything besides that. You ready? Okay. Because when you leave, when you finish your thing, you'll turn all the stuff. That way I can get to start turning in some units earlier than waiting for the weekend on others. In 1 minute. Hey, what are you doing? What am I looking for? You're looking at anything like, oh, you may want to ask. We'll figure out what's happening on this, and then you're going to wait a bit on. So we'll talk. Let's get up by 4. Today. right. You're about to have 25 minutes. Because, oh yeah, you need to agree now. Because you are one of my best classes, I am going to extend the amount of time you've had with your notes. So normally you get like the last 10 minutes. Let's see if I can do something closer to 20 minutes. Now, why am I doing that? We're near the end. You're a good class. Why not look out for you? Also, because after today, I'm grading this guy, so I want you to have every opportunity to get what you need. You get to miss 18 points and still pass. 18, that's almost like you can miss the whole test and still pass. That's what it feels like. Some who've done some of the graphing last time, and 15 seconds I'm passing it out, you can double check some of those to make sure, like, wait a second. Last time I didn't do it like we did before, so I need to fix those. Are we fine? Once I find, I'm going to pass them out. There it is. All right, put notes away, please. Notes away. In about 5 minutes, you'll do 5 minutes without notes, 20 minutes with. The word problems. Now, here's what I need from you. I need you to write something on them. Do you write your thoughts on them? My goal is to, again, because you're one of my best classes, to just not take points away from it. But it's hard for me not to, if it's blank, I have to take away. So word problems, you're guessing, you're trying to figure out something. Don't hurt your brain, but you got to write something in order for me to go, yeah, I like your thoughts. There's no one to get to everyone. One, two, right back there. There we go. And David over there. So you get 5 minutes without notes, and then 5 minutes thereafter, you'll give you notes in notes. Calculated, so you probably don't really need notes for that, but better than that. Keep that number. That's just away from me. Get it back to the right home. All right, you are set. Turn that one in, put that one in your pocket. Very good. Monday to pull on unit unit 5 with I'm going to try to fix it next time. So anywhere you see a line, anything, but add it, make it 4. That way it's that's all. To use your notes in about 3 minutes. Even if you don't need them, you still get them.